Hi, this is Tim from Pedagogy Guru. In this module of Choosing to Belong, I discuss the importance of getting to know your students before even thinking about offering choice. Here's a mistake I see all the time, and I've made it myself. We get excited about giving students choice, so we start making lists. Books we love, genres we think are cool, podcasts or articles we've enjoyed. We start curating from our own interests. And the problem is, those choices often tell students more about us than about them. It's easy to forget that our reading lives aren't necessarily what their reading lives are. A teacher might love historical fiction or narrative nonfiction or the classics, but if your students are into horror or gaming or hair and beauty, those teacher-driven choices might miss completely. The intention is good, but the results can actually reinforce the same sense of disconnection we're trying to undo. So before we start offering choice, we have to slow down. We have to get curious. Who are our students as people? What do they care about outside of school? What frustrates them, makes them laugh, sparks their curiosity? What kinds of media are they engaging with? On YouTube, TikTok, or in conversation with friends? That's the foundation of choice, because the goal isn't to build a reading menu that we would love. It's to build one that speaks to them. When we skip this step, even the best designed assignment can fall flat. You might think you're giving students freedom, but if the options don't reflect their identities or interests, it's still not real choice. It's just another version of teacher control, disguised as flexibility. Now here's the good news. Getting to know your students doesn't have to be complicated. You can learn a lot from quick surveys, short conversations, or even by noticing what they talk about during downtime. When a student mentions they were up late watching a show, ask about it. When someone doodles anime characters or sports logos in the margins of their notebook, that's data. Every little detail helps you understand how they see themselves and the world. Once you have that understanding, then you can start building the big cage, offering choices that connect reading to who your students actually are. That's when you see engagement shift. Students start saying things like, "This book actually reminds me of," or "I didn't know reading could be about that." That's belonging in action. So before you start planning your next reading unit, pause and ask yourself, do I really know who my students are right now? If the answer is not yet, that's your work for this week. Because until you know them, the choices you offer aren't really choices. They're guesses.